Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
Ready? You ready?
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Brees. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 4. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that's caught by Smith. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the QB rating right now sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The previous play is under review.
Rivers pass complete to number 13, Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 7.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Breeze going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Set. We're okay. We're okay. Black 15. 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Allen. Shrugs off another. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Allen's got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Ready! Block 15! Go! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship!
Now Gordon on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Rivers to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Rivers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he'll go down at the 28. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Are you getting ahead?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers, complete. It's Henry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
That's how you score.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On play action, it's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 46-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
17-0 our score after 1.
Saints nothing.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's 17-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Phillip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Step round 80, block 15.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Gordon, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Rivers now finding Mike Williams. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Rivers now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Set, we're okay, we're okay. Hey, Brown 80! Watch the curve, watch the curve.
From the red zone now, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And any time a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it. But you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
The Charger drive about to get going. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Operating from the gun. Rivers, he completes it to Henry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rivers now. He's got Allen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Stay there. Stay there. Black 15. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And caught by Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Rivers hands off to Eckler, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
To throw, it's Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. This is caught by Gill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Brees now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now Brees again. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing now is Brees. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Brees now. And it's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints get a bit closer. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Single.
First down, Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Benjamin's got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The final shot before half for Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 26. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Run 80! Run 80! Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Breeze now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will close the gap down to 14. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Eckler running it and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Set, 180. Mike 47. I don't think you got it, sir.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Okay. Black 15. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rivers to throw it. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me there, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run. This is Kamara. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready. Yellow lady. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw, it's Breeze. This is caught by Gill. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Ready? You ready? 3 balls. Tight end left. Tight end left. Everyone's got 40 seconds.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze now. And that will be incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You got
Rivers. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Break that 180. Black 15. Let's go, B, let's go. White, 89. White, 89.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This is Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check, check. Ready, check.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Breeze going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
Now, Breeze again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. They started on the ground with Eckler. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's get it. Son, block 15.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Step round 80. Green 80. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. White, 89.
On first and 10, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw is Rivers. And caught by Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hey, Brown 80. 54. Come up the ball.
On third and 1, here's Rivers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here's Ty Long now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
We got three.
Breeze now on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
30 ready. 5-8. You.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Eckler. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. Black 15. Check, 47. 3 bucks.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Gordon on first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Demario Davis there on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 42-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gordon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you and I, we just looked at each other, kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, you know, the strength would win out. And that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.